New reports indicate the country's economy contracted in the first quarter of 2025. The president, however, spent the day claiming economic prosperity. Erica Brown brings us the details from D.C.
Stock market volatility continued Wednesday as investors responded to news that U.S. economic growth slowed sharply this year.
That's Biden. That's not Trump.
President Trump dismissed the government data showing the gross domestic product contracted in the first quarter of 2025, its worst performance in 3 years.
We came in on January 20th. So this is Biden. And you could even say the next quarter is sort of Biden.
The GDP number was driven in part by a surge of imports as companies raced to get products before Trump's sweeping tariffs went into effect.
All of these games come.
Game store owner Mariam Al-Hamami told CBS News that she stockpiled enough toys and games to get her through at least September.
You sound like a hoarder.
I feel like a hoarder. If you've seen my stores, you would see the hoarding in the back rooms.
The Trump administration says the GDP numbers show momentum from job growth and trillions of dollars in new investments in America. And President Trump invited the CEOs of companies that are now spending money on U.S. manufacturing to the White House.
The companies represented in this room have collectively announced more than $2 trillion in new investments.
The president is able to impose tariffs after declaring the deficit with U.S. trade partners a national emergency. The Senate is voting on a bill today to terminate the emergency declaration, which would nullify the tariffs.
Legislators who stand aside and abdicate the power to tax will one day rue the accumulation of power in the office of one person.
Kentucky Republican Rand Paul, who has been an outspoken critic of the tariffs, is a co-sponsor of the bill. Erica Brown, CBS News, the White House.